This is the members area of the masterclass. So we have all the video topics here, all the videos that are covered. And I just wanted to show you a little bit of one of the presentations and why I really like the format. Again, I feel that they did things the right way here. And instead of starting with this is what you need to know and this is what you need to do, benCB starts every video with the typical mistakes that people make, because humans pay more attention to the things they do wrong as opposed to the things that they do right. It's part of a survival mechanism. So by starting with the typical mistakes and the things to avoid, that information sticks. It also lets you see what mistakes you may be making that you would want to stop making. And it also helps you see what mistakes your opponents are probably making so that you can take advantage of them. So I really think it is the absolute best format, and they just hit the nail on the head with this one. Then after going through the typical mistakes, they go through the specific situations that you're going to find yourself in, whether it's in position, out of position, with the lead, without the lead, on different streets, and so on and so forth. This is done in bullet point format, so you just get clear information of things to pay attention to, and then benCB jumps into hand examples to demonstrate the concepts in real time. He talks about which statistics he uses to double check the concepts and when to apply different plays in different scenarios, and just tons and tons of hands to really make things hit home. I think that hand history analysis for specific topics is the fastest way to learn at poker, but it's important that that is combined with theory. And then after you get the theory and the hand history reviews, then you go do practice so you can learn for yourself and really understand it and integrate it by doing it firsthand. Another thing that's really cool is every video has a test your skills section, which brings you to the homework slides where you can kind of test your knowledge and see that you actually know the information. If you get it right, you'll see it's right. And if you get it wrong, you see it's wrong, but you get hints. So what other topics are covered in the masterclass? Well, first there's 2 long videos on the ranges, and a lot of people quit after these ones because they're the most dense. They're the most challenging videos to wrap your head around, but I promise you that they're worth going through, and you shouldn't be disheartened by them, because even though it's difficult and it's very technical, you can still learn all the other concepts on top of them, provided you understand the general theory behind the ranges. You don't need to memorize the exact ranges for each spot. That will come with time and practice. The main thing is understanding the core concepts of the ranges. Why is something a 3-bet versus a call versus a fold, and so on and so forth. So you got your welcome. benCB explains the ranges and updates these kind of every few months. Then I have the pre-flop section, which has perfect open raise theory, example hands, flat calling and 3-betting. So how to play versus an open, how to play versus 3-bets and 4-betting, passive defending, which is basically defending your blinds, squeezing, which was recently updated, and even more recently updated, reshoving, multi-way versus late position. So one of the great things about the community is when people request specific things, the team goes and makes a video on that. So if a lot of the people in the community are saying, oh, we want to learn how to play multi-way versus late position openers, boom. They'll go ahead and make an add-on video. And if you're already a member of the masterclass, you get access to that for free. Next up, we have post-flop, which has 2 sections on playing in position, a section playing out of position as the pre-flop aggressor, playing in position as the cold caller, out of position as the cold caller, and mastering 3-bet pots. And all these videos are in the range of an hour to 2 hours. So they're very in-depth, very dense, very filled with information. And I would really encourage you to take notes while you go through the masterclass. I filled out a notebook while I was watching this. I probably have about 40 pages of notes, but it really helped me to remember things. Writing things in your own handwriting as opposed to typing them really makes things stick, and it's just a great additional thing to do while you're watching the videos to get the most out of them, because you're going to be putting the time in anyway to watch the videos. You might as well do everything within your power to retain as much information as possible. And we see we've got a new video that was added for out of position simplification for single raised pots for 100 big blind, added in April. Next, we got post-flop multi-way, which is a lot more challenging than heads up pots, but I'll let benCB explain why, because I don't want to spoil anything from the masterclass. That's for you to learn from him. I am just the messenger. And we have the theory of multi-way hands and 2 practical hand examples. That's 2 videos. There's like an hour and a half each, and a multi-way hand review added July 2019. So there's just tons of content being added all the time. And if you wait to buy, you'll have to pay a higher price because as the new content gets added in, the price goes up. But if you buy now, you get all the upgrades moving forward absolutely free. Short stack play, which benCB is an absolute wizard at, has pushing and calling all-ins, re-stealing and calling re-steals, playing post-flop as short stack. And this actually reminds me that I wanted to mention something. When I first saw the Tournament Masterclass, I didn't know if I was ready to spend, $1,000 or invest $1,000. So what I did was I went and bought his Crush 6 Max Hyper Sit and Go course, which I think was $200. And with what I learned in that course, I was able to already do better in MTTs because there's a lot of crossover. And with the money I picked up from that, it made it much easier to invest in the masterclass. I've also picked up the Elementary Cash video series, which is quite good. And it's only 30 euros if I'm not mistaken. And my next course that I'm going to be picking up is the Mastering Live Cash course because, well, it's by the same guy who did the Elementary Cash course. And it was just so much value for the money that it's just a no-brainer to me. Anyway, that's beside the point. I will put discount codes for all the ones that I have them for in the video description. So Unchained, I'll put a discount code for. Bounty Beast, I'll put a discount code for. And Tournament Masterclass, I'll put a discount for in the video description. So the next section that we have after short stack play is ICM play, which is one of the topics people find most confusing. In one of the other programs out there, there's a little breakdown of ICM, which talks more about just thinking as a good strategy player. Whereas the German way, the ICM way, they break it down. They give you the math. They give you something really important to consider called risk premium. And the way benCB explains it, it makes total sense. Many light bulbs lit up in my head when I heard about this. And it's got pre-flop ICM and post-flop. And the great thing about it is he doesn't just talk about the theory. He gives you a tool so that you can study it yourself. Next up, we have the heads up section, which has pre-flop, practical hands, and some live play examples as well. And then we have the hand history reviews. So recent addition was the WCOOP 1K review, just added this summer, June 2019. And there's also the WCOOP 100K review, 3 parts, including part 3 with Stefan Sontheimer, also known as Goosecore. Very cool. Finally, there is some bonus content. Unchained Fighting Tilt is some free info on the mental game of poker. Bounty Beast is a preview of their Bounty Masterclass course. And Common Leaks and PKOs is another preview of that program. Finally, there's the GTO Bible, which I thought was really cool. This program has unbelievably good graphics. And when I saw this, I said, wow, these guys are really ready and willing to invest in making the best program, best training program ever, the most complete. So yeah, you see, look at all this stuff you get. In the GTO Bible, you learn about basic poker math, expected value, multi-street bluffing, homework, advanced poker math, basic intro to game theory, GTO Miss Part 2, Card Runners EV, how to use it, Part 2, 3, 4, how to use it for maximum exploit, Introduction to Nash solvers, how to use PIO, how to do node locking in PIO, PIO solver full analysis. So then you've got your Card Runners EV analysis, which was the original advanced tool for poker study. And then you have the PIO solver analysis, which is the modern day most advanced tool. So this program teaches you everything you need to know to just solve every spot for yourself. And that's the thing that's really powerful about this course is they don't only teach you the theory, they don't only give you hand examples, they give you software, advanced tools to do the analysis, and they teach you how to use the tools. And this is a bonus. This is just a bonus in addition to the course. Like, insane value. This is just another reason why this course and this site are just the best. It's so easy. Like, just look at it. It's great. I kind of want to show you guys, I think it's this video. Yeah, I just wanted you guys to see the graphics in here. And you can see that it's very nicely done. It's a very clean design. And Yes, it's just really well done. They pulled out all the stops. They got great audio, great video, and great information, which is, you know, the trifecta of great teaching. Anyway, we don't want to spend too much time on that. Let's take you to what you really want to see, which is the ranges. So you'll see here, this is the range analyzer. On the left side, we have the situations. And then in the main area, we have the chart, which displays the actual ranges. And then you'll see even more specifics across the top here for the situations. So in the top right, you see that I have Tournament Masterclass Expert as well as 6 Max Hyper Sit and Go. So if you pick up the Sit and Go Masterclass, you get the ranges for that, which are very useful and very helpful. Really good for final tables especially. And with the Tournament Masterclass Expert, you get everything here. So I can't show you all of them. It would be about a 7-hour video, and also I don't have permission to do that, but I do have permission to show you guys just a couple of situations. So let's look at, just for example, 100 big blinds, what to open from the hijack. And this is where this tool is really powerful. It shows you what hands to open, which are the color-coded ones as opposed to the white ones. It breaks it down in terms of combos, so you know exactly how many combos you're opening, which will help you structure your range later in the hand. It tells you what bet size to use based on, you know, your position and the action ahead of you. And it also doesn't just tell you what to open, like a regular opening range chart would. It teaches you what to do after you have opened. It teaches you what hands to 4-bet bluff with. It teaches you what hands to call the 3-bet with. It teaches you what hands could be calls or could be 4-bets, depending if you want to use a mixed strategy. And you also see, for example, like King 9 and King 8 suited here, they're half blue and half red, or half red and half yellow. That means you have a mixed strategy where half the time you want to call, half the time you want to 4-bet, half the time you want to fold, half the time you want to 4-bet. Same with these purple ones here. These are mixed strategies. And then the orange one would be a pure strategy. So not only do these charts tell you which hands to play, they also give you the strategy, the advanced strategy of how to play versus a further action. We call it a compound strategy. And they introduce mixed strategies as well. So if it was do something a quarter of the time, 25% of the time, you'd see kind of a quarter of the box is shaded. These ones are 50%. And this is open raising. This is open raising on 100 big blinds, and you get ranges for small blind, button, cutoff, hijack, MP, UTG2, UTG1, UTG. This is for 9-handed tables. You get opening ranges for every single position. This is every single stack size. You have 100 blinds, 60 blinds, 40 blinds, 30 blinds, 20 blinds, 20 blinds. Then you have your 15 blind pushes. So you have, and they break it down into 2. They have the beginner push ranges, which are more conservative, right? And then you have your regular ranges, UTG +1, which are a little less conservative. They give you a bit more flexibility. So, you know, you mix in some min raises as opposed to just some jams. And so based on your skill level, they have charts for all situations. If you want to play a more safe strategy, go with the beginner strategy. If you want to play a more advanced, higher variance strategy, use the regular strategy. And they also tell you which ones are clear pushes and which ones are also on the edge. So if you don't want to take close spots, you don't have to take them. This is how specific the Germans get. And this is why the German way is the right way. So that's your open raising. That was just open ranging. Then you have your flatting and 3-betting. Look at all the positions. You have charts for every single position. Whatever the situation is, you'll know exactly what to open and what to 3-bet and what to flat, like 50 blinds, 30 blinds, 20 blinds. The list goes on. Rejamming, you're facing an open. You want to know what to rejam from the small blind versus any position that opens. The range will be given to you. Whatever position you're in, facing whatever position they're in, all the info's there. Then you got squeezing. You have what to do as the big blind versus a limp and multi-way, what you want to raise, what you want to call. Look at all these specific situations. And the great thing is they are updating these every single day. And these are the exact ranges that benCB uses for his play. So if you want to have the exact same ranges as someone who plays poker probably 5 days a week, plays the biggest tournaments online in the world, and you want that exact strategy, this is it. And this is why it's such a great starting place. You follow this, how are you going to fail? right? If you actually follow everything that's outlined here and everything that's given to you here, it's very difficult to fail because you're playing perfect ranges, which are not going to cost you any money. They're only going to be ranges, hands that show a positive expectation. And then when you combine them with the theory given in the masterclass for how to play each situation, you're playing your ranges perfectly throughout the street. So you can see it really is an extremely complete system to turn you into an absolute crusher. So that's it. As for the next thing, so you now see the ranges that you get, you now see the theory that you get. Now let's look at the community that you get. And the community that you get when you sign up for the Raise Your Edge Masterclass by benCB is the Raise Your Edge Discord community. And you can see that it is absolutely massive. This community is absolutely massive. I'm pretty sure I read in the latest email that this community has grown to over 10,000 members since its inception a few years ago. And you have all the members here. These are the people who have the Masterclass 100 level. As we scroll up, if we ever make it there, because this list just keeps going on and on and on. When we get to the yellow names, it's the people who have the Tournament Masterclass Expert Edition. So that lower level is the Apprentice. This is the Expert Edition, and you will see yours truly right here, Mr. Gripst. And as we keep going up, we also have the High Stakes Crushers right here. A lot of big name players here. VIP ambassadors, who you'll probably recognize from earlier in this video, and support, and the coaches, including the legend benCB. This is a very active community. Most training programs that are out there right now give you access to a Facebook group in addition to the content, but the problem is a lot of the groups are pretty dead. There's not a lot of conversation going on. Whereas you can see here, there is just tons of stuff. You got 68 announcements, support, rail chat, deep runs. If you're making a run, you post in the chat, hey, I'm going deep, and people can come sweat you. And you can actually get support, which is what, is really helpful in online poker. You want people to support you when you're making your runs. Expert content for the Tournament Masterclass, BitB stable questions, cash game content. We got meetup content, mixed games. Like there's just so much. They got gaming stuff. They have life improvement too. So if you want to, work on your personal game and not just your poker game, they got a section for that. And they have off topic too. So if you want to talk about whatever you want, there's community here. And the great thing with this group is these are people who have made an investment in their game. So unlike the free group chats, you might find if you join a free study group or a free Skype group where there's lots of whining, complaining, unpredictable conversation, it's kind of all over the place. No, in this group, everyone here has invested at least $600 in their game, if not $1,000 in their game, and they are taking things very seriously. So when you buy into this program, you get right into this group, and you can find people to talk one-on-one with, or you can do small group study sessions. And because you've all gone through the same material and you have that same rock solid foundation, the growth and development that you're going to get from that foundation is just absolutely massive. This is the way to become a crusher, and this is the way to skyrocket your game to the top as quickly as possible. So that's a Discord group. I'm extremely impressed with what they've done with this over the years. It's just fantastic. And the wins keep coming in. Now, I did mention there was a special offer, so let's take a look at that. I always deliver on what I say. And BitB staking. BitB stands for Best in the Business, and it's a stable run by Patrick Leonard and a couple other crushers, I think Elmerix and European. This group they're just the best. They're just the best. In 1 year, they turned down 2,800 players to just take 8 because they wanted to be able to manage the resources and be able to focus. And here's the thing. To be considered for BitB, Best in the Business, you need to have the Tournament Masterclass Expert Edition. And when you get the Expert Edition, you automatically get access to apply to this stable where you can get mentorship, you can get, an unlimited bankroll, monthly one-on-one sessions, access to another library of 300 MTT videos, and a big community. So, if you want to, I was talking about getting that 1%, you get the masterclass, you'll be in the top 10%. If you actually do everything, you want to get in the top 1%. Well, that's BitB right here. and the Masterclass is your gateway to getting in this program. So that's that. You've seen the Masterclass, you've seen the WCOOP sale price, which I'll put up one more time because I really want to make sure that you don't miss out on it. It is a fantastic offer. You've seen the money back guarantee, you've seen the lessons, you've seen the quizzes, and you've seen the range viewer, as well as the Discord group and the staking opportunity. So you got a good feel for what to expect here. And now the bonus offer, because there's more. When you invest in yourself, your game, and you pick up benCB's Tournament Masterclass brought to you by Raise Your Edge, and use the link in the video description as a thank you from me for helping to support my YouTube channel, because I get a commission when you use my discount codes. I am going to pay that forward and give you more than what I get from my referral by giving you a free copy of my live MTT Winning System. This is a program that I developed over the years of studying with some of the best in the game to really get a solid understanding on live play, the mental game, physical game, focus, and all those key elements for success. So what's included in that is common tournament errors, poker strategies for success, mental game poker, championship mindset, 5 Ps for perfect poker, getting clear with yourself, doing what winners do, the keys to your success, how to stay in the game, how to check yourself and not wreck yourself, pregame, warm-up routine, and finally, how to get in a tournament mentality, how to find the sweet spots, making the most of every moment, when to pump it, when to dump it, that's your hand, the power and profitability to follow through, what to do when in doubt, and how to stay alert and safe down the stretch. There's also a bonus series for planning a trip to Vegas. And this is a really good thing to listen to before you go play live sessions. When you have all the information from the Tournament Masterclass, your game is going to be rock solid, but sometimes you need your mind to be rock solid too. And this program will give you that every single day. If you listen to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or 60 minutes of the presentations, you'll be in the perfect mindset for tournament play. I actually originally developed this program for a live event where I was teaching at the Punta Cana Poker Classic, and this was the talk we had before day one. This was the talk we had before day two. And this was the talk we had before day three, so that players would be in the right mindset to get those results. And going back to our buddy Ali Imsirovic, if we scroll down on his results, which pretty epic lately, all the firsts and seconds and six-figure paydays, well, you'll see that his first cash ever was at that Punta Cana Poker Classic. Not a crazy score, but, you know, nice to get a score on the first one. And he just kind of took off from there. Started studying the advanced material, and that's how you get a Hendon mob like this. So that's the bonus offer there. Pick up the Masterclass. Just send a copy of your receipt to evan@grips.com with your proof of purchase, and I will reply to your email with a free copy of the live MTT Winning System. And just to really ensure you have the chance to get the best value, when you take advantage of the sale offer during the WCOOP, so this one here, which expires September 22nd, I will also, because I've received permission from my teachers to do this, I will also throw in a free copy on top of the live MTT Winning System of How to Win the Sunday Million by Alex Fitzgerald and Mike Wasserman. So it's a #1 ranked pocket fiver. Mike Wasserman joins the most prolific coach of all time, Alex Fitzgerald, to teach you how to win a Sunday major. So this is 30-hour program where they review every single hand from the tournament. Mike and Alex go very deep in how to use Flopzilla and how to use ICMizer to study all the spots, and tons of quiz hands as well. So if you pick up the Raise Your Edge Masterclass by benCB before September 22nd, you will get that program, which teaches you how to use ICM Explorer and Card Runners EV and Pio Solver, and how to win a Scoop event and a WCOOP event. In addition to that, you will also get How to Win the Sunday Million, which teaches you how to use ICMizer and Flopzilla, and how to win a Sunday major that's not in a series. And you'll also get a free copy of the live MTT Winning System. It'll teach you how to win live tournaments as well. And you know, you're getting all this for just over $1,000. plus that 60-day money back guarantee if you do the work. So it's really probably the most plus EV opportunity of the season. And I really hope you take advantage of it, because it absolutely changed my poker game. And I know if you've watched the video this far, that you're someone who it'll work for, and it'll absolutely change your poker game too. So with that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review of benCB's Tournament Masterclass, brought to you by Raise Your Edge. If you've got the resources to do so, I hope you'll take advantage of this sale just like I did last year when it came around. You definitely won't regret it. If you're serious about poker, like I said, this is by far the best investment you'll ever make in your poker game, and your future self will greatly thank you for making this investment. Place the link in the video description, and as well, those discount codes to take advantage of to cash in on the sale. And if you don't have the resources, that's all right too. The discount codes in the video description will still work after the WCOOP sale. The savings just won't be quite as big as they are now. So I think outside the sale time, ALLINEXP gets you 150 off. ALLINAPP probably gets you 75 off. ALLINMIND, I think, still gets you 100 off, and ALLINKO gets you 200 off. So it's basically $100 less in savings per product. But yeah, they'll still work even if you can't make it happen right now. So I'm looking forward to hearing you via email so that I can send you your bonus items. You're going to be an MTT beast in no time. And if you enjoyed this video, please click that thumbs up button to let me know how I did with it. And I'll see you in the Raise Your Edge Discord group real soon. This has been Evan for Gripsed Poker Training. Let's get stacking.